Today we take a deeper look at Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles, released in 1999, the CGI animated Starship Troopers TV show. Was this as amazing as I remember and live up to the expectations of the original Starship Troopers movie released in 1999? Or is it more of a hero of the Federation released in 2004? Stick around to find out. Roughnecks Starship Troopers Chronicles is a 1999 CGI animated television series based much more heavily on the novel by Robert A. Heinlein, rather than the 1997 movie adaptation. The film's director Paul Verhoeven served as executive producer. It follows the exploits of the Mobile Infantry squad Razak's Roughnecks during the SICON bug war between a newly united humanity and an extraterrestrial race known as the Bugs, also sometimes referred to as the Arachnids. The show focuses mainly on the Roughnecks missions rather than addressing the larger war. We see the likes of Johnny Rico as a newly appointed private alongside many other of the original movie characters such as Dizzy Flores, Carl Jenkins, who is still a sidekick and is based now in the Mobile Infantry, and Lieutenant Gene Razak, Carmen Ibanez, and many more. The show, though focuses on the full squad, has the man himself, Johnny Rico, portrayed as the main character. We couldn't expect anything else now, could we? And we see much of the show from his perspective, but we also see it from other characters as well, with Private Robert Paperboy Higgins being the most used in this way. Private Higgins is a news reporter, more specifically a FedNet reporter assigned to the Roughnecks. Higgins is something of a trademark outsider. His inexperience and degree of military incompetence makes him something of a liability on occasions, with Higgins usually shooting with a camera instead of his gun. He is able to stay in the squad only because Rico gave him training, and Higgins is the main narrator for this series. The show itself combines elements of Verhoeven's film and the original novel by Heinlein, such as the extraterrestrial race known as the Skinnies, powered armour suits, and drop pods. The series also adds some original elements. For example, the Bug War actually starts on Pluto, while it also omits much of the political aspects of the original work and film. And we also get to find out how Lieutenant Gene Razak loses his arm, and also how he lost his original squad. The CGI animated TV show is broken down into 8 separate campaigns or seasons. Each campaign has been broken down into 5 20 to 30 minute TV shows. When released on DVD, it was released as 8 individual campaigns. The campaigns are as follows. The first campaign is the Pluto campaign, taking place on obviously Pluto. The second campaign is the Hydora campaign. This consists of 5 episodes and takes place on the world of Hydora, which is almost entirely covered in water. This then takes us through to the Tophet campaign, another 5 episodes on the planet of Tophet, a desert planet which is home to the Skinnies, which were first mentioned in the novel by Robert A. Heinlein. From here we visit Tesca, a jungle moon known as Tesco Numerosa. After this, the crew find themselves on the Zephyr campaign, which is a frozen asteroid flying through space. From here we go to the Bugs' homeworld of Klendathu. This is where the fun really gets going for me. I love the Klendathu campaign. The 7th campaign is known as Trackers. The first episode takes place on a journey from Klendathu to Earth. The others are recaps of everything that has previously happened between Pluto and Klendathu, which this takes different shapes, such as Rico floating through space and looking at flashbacks. The 8th and final campaign is the Homefront campaign. This takes place back on Earth. This is again 5 episodes, but had originally been planned to be a 9 episode season. Unfortunately, the last 4 episodes were never made. So have you seen Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles yet? If so, which was your favourite campaign? Why don't you comment below and let me know. And if you've not already seen it, which of the campaigns do you think you will like best? For me, I love them all, but my favourite, as I've already said, is definitely Klendathu. During this time there are some amazing story arcs and character development, especially for our main man Rico. When the Mobile Infantry defeats an infestation on Pluto, the world is united as the strategically integrated coalitions of nations, also known as SICON, which declares war on the Arachnid. The main story focuses on a group of troopers known as Alpha Team, otherwise known as Razak's Roughnecks, who are headed back to Pluto after Operation Pest Control for a mop-up mission. After destroying Bug Central on Pluto, SICON sights a giant transport bug. This reveals that the bugs are not native to Pluto, but here they track it to the planet of Hydora, which shows it's a star in the constellation Virgo, and encounter a brain bug. This is an intelligent bug that we see from the first movie that controls the other casts of bug, so they won't go insane and kill each other. The bugs are planning to take control of the entire universe and won't stop until the human race and everyone else is extinct. From here, SICON attempts to set up a base on the planet Tophet, inhabited by a species nicknamed Skinnies. The Skinnies, however, have been enslaved by the bugs to mine Xylon, a precious mineral used as fuel for the transport bugs. The Mobile Infantry are able to destroy the control bugs overseeing the Skinnies and free Tophet. But the victory cost them their comrade in arms, Carl Jenkins, who has been put into a state of mental trauma. The Skinnies soon enlist the SICON to fight the bugs, mainly due to their lack of interstellar travel technology and their wanting to do their parts. SICON soon discovers the existence of the bug's homeworld, Klendathu. They attempt to destroy the Bug Queen, but she escapes, headed on the last transport directly for Earth. But luckily for us, her transport bug is destroyed before she reaches the human homeworld, at great relief to all. But somehow she nevertheless doesn't perish and makes it all the way to Earth. With numerous battles on the home front and the arrival of bug reinforcements, the battle has only just begun. Roughnecks Starship Troopers Chronicles is a masterpiece of the late 90s. For the time period, the CGI was fantastic, especially for a TV show, and though may not hold up against the new CGI Starship Troopers movies Invasion released in 2014 and Traitor of Mars released in 2017, it's still good enough to watch and thoroughly enjoy today. The Arachnid look brilliant, as well as the world in which the characters operated. The only real issue with the CGI animation is the movement of the characters, which looks forced as they struggle to get the right body motions, especially when a character was running. But this is very minor and doesn't take away from the story in any way or form. The characters we come to know and love have some amazing story arcs throughout, especially our main protagonist, Johnny Rico, as we see him grow as both a character and then as a leader. We see him rise from Private Johnny Rico to Corporal, on to Sergeant, and finally Lieutenant Rico, all while his development is clear for all of us to see and to watch and enjoy as he progresses and grows as an individual. We also see a swathe of new bugs and arachnids as well, and we come to understand how they develop, how they grow, and how they adapt. And from this we see countless of new insect species, everything from blaster bugs all the way up to transport bugs, which is a massive bug that is an interstellar spaceship that transports all the arachnid from one planet to another, unlike in the movies in which they colonise planets by throwing their spawn into space. So if you are new here, or you haven't already done so, why don't you smash both that like and subscribe button, and why not hit that bell icon to be informed every time I upload a new review. Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles is amazing, and I love it if you hadn't already guessed. I love the visual side of the show. I love seeing the different worlds, the environments, as well as the different species of bugs. I love how they've adapted both the book by Robert A. Heinlein, but also taken aspects of the movies as well. It's good to see the characters grow and evolve as the show progresses, using their past experiences as the characters develop throughout. We do lose some characters along the way, but we also gain new characters, and it's great to see the Skinnies here in the show as both good guys and as bad. Overall, the show is brilliant, and I would recommend any Starship Troopers lover or sci-fi lover, heck, even any cartoon or CGI lover, to watch this brilliant show from the 90s. And because of this, I can't rate Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles, anything less than 9 out of 10. And that, my friends, is amazing! So what do you think is the best movie in the Starship Troopers franchise? Why don't you check out my other Starship Troopers reviews on screen now? Mine is of course the original, but what is yours? And until next time, troopers, take care, and I'll see you all in the next review. Huzzah!